Nothing warms you up on a cool fall night better than a hot toddy.
And here to show us his version of some fall beverages is our Mixologist Supreme, Dean Hurst. How you doing, Dean?
That's tall. That's tall. I got to deliver on this one.
You always deliver.
Thank you.
So it doesn't really quite feel like fall yet. Maybe during the daytime, it did for a couple days. I felt a couple days ago.
Well, here
but at
in
least
Florida,
at night.
Yeah, you have that leather jacket and you bring it out. Even though it's not really cold enough to wear it, you still really want to wear it. So that's Tampa. You know, that's just what it is.
And again, you just have a drink to go along and enjoy.
Yes. So me personally, I'm always going to go just for the Irish whiskey all by itself. But if you do want to add anything to it, there's a couple ways to kind of manipulate that. And the Irish coffee goes back to 1942 in the Shannon Airport in Ireland. So as the story goes, it was a really bad flight. They had to end up coming and bringing the passengers back to the airport. So the bartenders kind of whipped up this Irish coffee to welcome everyone back, to kind of warm them up. And it became this legendary thing that then carried over to San Francisco in 1952 and was recreated at the Buena Vista. And now it's like this American tradition.
I'm thinking
as well.
more airlines and more people need to continue doing this.
Right?
I think we'd probably have happier passengers.
You get back to the airport and there's a hot toddy waiting for you. That's a good, or Irish coffee. That's excellent.
Well, I was gonna say, what is the key? Because I know that I've gone to some restaurants before and it'll be like, yeah, I want a hot drink, but I'm not really sure what liqueur I want to do. And obviously, I'm not doing any liqueur these days. But what was the history of it that they tell us to try, or what do you suggest? Because there are so many different combinations you can do in this heated beverage alcoholic combination.
It's true, always. But always debates with almost every cocktail, because you got to imagine there's a lot of drinking going on in the creation of said cocktail. But with the Irish coffee, to make it as it was originally made, and I'm even breaking some of those rules. They used brown sugar back then.
Oh, okay.
Originally.
What do you use?
Just sugar cubes, because usually those are things you have around the house, although brown sugar is kind of common. But I like to play around with different types of sugars when it comes to different whiskeys. Like there's palm sugar. There's this one that you'll find in Asian markets called white gourd preserve that I love with bourbon.
So you can really tell the difference between the different types of sugars you use?
Yeah, so basically if you want to get really into it, like you can say, this is the whiskey I like, and this sugar here pairs really well with it, and that's what I use to make my hot toddy or whatever.
Okay.
All right.
I was going to say, well, let's make
up.
both of them in case people know the terms but really don't know how to execute the drink.
Sure, we can do that. So here we have, so for the Irish coffee, we're going to put a sugar cube in there, because I'm making like a half version of this. So we want to make it just kind of small and petite.
By the way, I think this is the first time we've had a tea kettle in our kitchen, which has been pretty fabulous. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
So we're going to fill it up about like yay high with some coffee. And we're going to top it off. This one is a smaller glass, so we're just going to use 1.5 ounces of Irish whiskey. Wait, 1.5 ounces. And I picked red breast because this is 100 proof, so 50% alcohol, so it's a little strong. So the coffee will kind of break that down.
That's coffee with a kick.
Right, and you want just a nice, this is some cream I whipped up. Let it kind of...
Oh yeah, it's like cream I whipped up. Spoiling us.
Like usually you see like a little creme de menthe or something on there, and that's just to make it green. But this is like the traditional way to do it. A little fresh cream whipped on top, and the hot toddy is so easy.
Yeah, and we just have about a minute left.
No worries, this
what is a hot
fast.
toddy?
It's basically spirit with hot water.
Okay, all right, okay.
So this, I actually decided to use a local rum because I like how funky it is, but you could use bourbon or just whiskey in general. So here, a nice healthy dose of whiskey, some hot water, and I like to put clove, cinnamon, and an orange peel on it.
Oh. Now, you know, the old adage that if you're not feeling well, a hot toddy is the place, you know, the drink to go to. How much truth is to that statement in your experience, Dean?
Like if you normally drink hot tea or hot water with your sore throat, then why wouldn't you pick up a diluted down whiskey?
Wait, what did you just pour in here that's floating in the top?
That's clove.
Ah.
Yeah, so clove, cinnamon, a little bit of orange, all those things that remind you kind of the holidays in some way or form or fashion. And as it warms up a little bit, it gets really nice too, because the orange really explodes, the clove comes out, the cinnamon sweetens things up. You can put a drop of sugar in it if you like. But
can I drink the coffee?
Please.
I was going to say, and she's drinking that Dean Swell Me, made some hot chai tea, so thank you, Dean.
Yes.
Cheers, guys, to fall.
Yes.
Florida fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Dean, thank you so much. We love when you're here.
Oh, wow.
My pleasure. Happy to be here.
Thanks, Dean. Appreciate it.